Hi guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This video is going to be a tag that I saw Emily Norris do. I really enjoyed watching her video, so I thought I would do it myself. It's the mum tag for 2019, so let's go. By the way, Henry I think is just falling asleep. He's now 4 months old and he's currently face planted into me. So the first question says, favourite mum hack. My favourite mum hack is keeping a nappy caddy at the end of my bed with everything in it, and I do the nighttime routine, the bedtime routine on my bed. It means that I don't have to get up in the night if I need to do a nappy change or if somebody's sick, if Henry's sick. And it also means the first nappy change in the morning, I can do it all from my bed. Second question says, most embarrassing mum moment. I think this has got to be in the first week after he was born. We had to go to the hospital for some appointments. I left the house without a coat and it was raining. I then didn't bring a spare change of clothes for Henry and I decided to change him and he peed everywhere. So we had to strip him down, wrap him in a blanket and find a radiator to dry the clothes on. And then I had to change him in the foyer because he'd pooed everywhere and I didn't want him then going into the car seat and poo going everywhere. And I just felt like a failing mum basically, probably in the foyer at that moment in time. Number 3 says, what part of the day do you love the most? Definitely I love morning times. I think Emily said this as well. I love just waking up with Henry when he's in a good mood because he's had a long time to sleep, and I like showing him a little book and a little toy, and yeah, I just really love lounging around, and especially if my husband's working from home or getting up later and he's there as well, so I really love it. The next question says, what part of the day do you like the least? It's probably partway through the day when we've done an activity, I decide that I want to get something done work-wise and Henry decides that he doesn't want to nap. I suppose it is quite frustrating, or even if I want to do some housework and he's not happy being left alone, or even sometimes not happy in the carrier. The next question says, baby name you didn't agree on. We had lots of baby names that we didn't agree on, and if you want to know them, I will read you them out. We had a WhatsApp group called Baby Name Ideas. For a girl, I said Elsa, Matilda, Florence, Ava and Alfie. I then said Oscar and he liked Oscar. I said Maisie, Harper, Amelia. Oh, Oliver said no to Grayson and he quite liked Jensen. And then we decided to talk about having a fish curry. Oh yeah, we also talked about the names George, George Anthony, Henry George, so Henry George Ludlam-Raine. And then I said not Henry. So I must have changed my mind. When was this? I can't actually see when I wrote that, but I said not Henry. But anyway, he's called Henry, so that was Oliver's decision. The next question says, do you co-sleep? Yes, we do. So apparently co-sleeping, the definition is in the same room. So we do that and we plan to do it until Henry is 6 months old. But I think this question is alluding to bed sharing, and yes, we do bed share. So Henry sleeps in his Moses basket until, well, it used to be until 2 or 3 in the morning. Now it's about midnight, 1 o'clock, because he's going through that sleep regression phase at 4 months. But yeah, we do co-share after that, and he basically sleeps in between me and Oliver and we move our pillows away. He's in a sleeping bag, yeah, and it's working for us. The next question says, something you bought but have never used. I think this has got to be a pram suit, so I just find them really fiddly to get on, especially over his feet. So instead I actually bought a footless romper. So definitely I think I've got about 3 pram suits or 4 pram suits, and they haven't really been used. Oh, and just to say, I have filmed a video about my most used and not used items, so I will leave that video linked down below. The next question says 3 hospital bag must-haves. So I filmed a what's in my hospital bag video. I used 99% of the stuff that I mentioned in it. I definitely would recommend that you take your own maternity pads, so the Boots ones have sticky stuff on them. I found it useful to create a really nice atmosphere. We had fairy lights and battery powered tea lights, so that was really nice. And the third thing, I would probably say comfy clothes, because I was in hospital for a total of 5 days, so definitely comfy clothes. The next question says, are you a routine mum or go with the flow mum, and what does bedtime look like? So I think before Henry I was definitely a routine mum. I used to do this at this time, this at this time, but I think having a baby just makes life more unpredictable. So I would like to get into more of a routine. Bedtime, we do have a routine. I've done a blog post all about it, an Instagram post, so I'll link that down below. We used to bath Henry every night, but that actually made his dry skin and eczema worse. So we don't do that, but we do have a bit of a sing-song on the bed and a bit of a look through a book and a feed. So yeah, we've definitely got an evening routine, but during the day every day is different. On one day I might go to baby sensory or baby massage, like this morning I might be seeing a friend for a walk, so every week's different, so I can't really have that much of a routine day to day. The next question says, what type of labour did you have? What pain relief did you choose? So I need to film a video about this. My labour, so I think I went into labour on like the Friday. We went to hospital on the Saturday because I started bleeding, unfortunately. They broke my waters on the Sunday and then he arrived in the early hours of Monday morning. I wasn't allowed an epidural because my platelet count was too low because I've got a bleeding condition. I basically just gas and aired it the entire time. I inhaled so much, I think I actually passed out at one point. I was hallucinating and I could hear alarm bells. So yeah, so gas and air. I did take paracetamol on a Saturday night, but it didn't do anything, so don't bother with paracetamol. But yeah, gas and air was really good for me. The next question says, have you ever been mum shamed? I don't think I have. I think I'm quite lucky from that point of view. I do though get a lot of advice on Instagram, mainly because I ask for it. Everyone's just been really sweet and I love hearing different opinions. So yeah, I haven't been mum shamed. Probably mum shame myself. The next question says, the biggest challenges you face since becoming a mum. Probably what I alluded to earlier, basically trying to set myself goals to achieve throughout the day and not being able to get them done because he's just basically not happy by himself or just like not napping. So yeah. The next question says, the best bit of advice you've ever been given, the biggest piece of advice you'd give to a new mum. So I think this is probably the same thing. So my friend Nichola, if she's watching this, said, remember that you're still a couple, you know, you're not just mummy and daddy, you're Oliver and Nichola, and make time for each other. So we went on our first date night a few weeks ago and that was really nice. So I think it's just to remember that you are still a couple, you're not just mummy and daddy. 15 says, who's your mum crush? And who do you tag? So of course I love Emily Norris. I love loads of people on Instagram. So Hannah Mummy Mills I love, Jess from the Travelista I love, and there are so many more. I will tag them down below, but yeah, I tag Jess when she's ready to do videos again and Hannah Mummy Mills to carry this tag on. So I really hope that you've enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you all soon. Bye!